let me talk to you now about the state of the Democratic Party. As you know, there's been a lot of focus on former President Biden, the state of his health in the waning days of the campaign. I want to read you a statement from one of former Vice President Kamala Harris's senior campaign advisors, David Plouffe. This is from the new book, Original Sin, which takes a look at Biden's 2024 campaign. Plouffe says if Biden had decided in 2023 to drop out, we would have had a robust primary. Whitmer, Pritzker, Newsom, Buttigieg, Harris, and Klobuchar would have run. Warnock and Shapiro would have kicked the tires. Maybe Mark Cuban or a business person of some sort. 20% of governors and 30% of senators would have thought about it. We would have been eminently stronger. You were name checked there, Senator, so I have to give you a chance to respond. Would the Democratic Party have been stronger had President Biden dropped out of the race sooner or not run at all?
Kristen, here's what we absolutely know about last year's election. It's over. And I'm going to spend all of my energy focused on the task in front of us. We are headed into a very critical week. The Republicans are trying to push forward this big, ugly bill that's going to literally cut as many as 7 million Americans off of their health care. It is a drag not only on their health care, it's a drag on the American economy. They want to cut some $290 billion out of SNAP. This is an unfunded mandate at a time when Donald Trump's tariff tax is literally raising the cost of groceries. And so I've got my sleeves rolled up, and in front of me is the American people, the people of Georgia, and doing everything I can to save them from Trump's big, ugly bill.
I didn't hear a direct answer to the question there, but we do need to keep moving because we've got.
Well, I take very seriously my job. The people of Georgia hired me to stand up for them, and this really is a critical week. Yeah. This big ugly bill is going to strip people of their health care. It's going to rob working class people of the resources that they need. Yeah. They're literally trying to take health care from children. Here's a proposal.
Yeah.
How about allow the tax cuts to expire for people making over $500,000 a year? If they did that, they wouldn't have to have these draconian SNAP cuts and cuts on health care.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.